afternoon and welcome to Stony Brook University. My name is Dr. Marcia Simon, and as chair of the Graduate Council, I am proud to serve as your Grand Marshal for today's ceremony. Here now, in the presence of the candidates for academic recognition, the faculty, administration, alumni, honored guests, and friends of Stony Brook University, the doctoral graduation and hooding ceremony, part of the 57th Annual University Commencement, is hereby convened. Please rise as you are able for the national anthem, sung by Ju Hee-Han Han of the Department of Music. Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated. Please join me in welcoming the Vice Provost for Graduate and Professional Education and Dean of the Graduate School, Dr. Charles Tabor.
It's a pleasure to welcome the candidates, their advisors, families, friends, our faculty, and members of the platform party to today's ceremony. We begin with the conferral of the honorary degrees. I invite President of Stony Brook University, Dr. Samuel L. Stanley, Jr., and Provost, Dr. Michael Bernstein, to come forward.
As the university's provost, it brings me great joy to lead today's hooding of our honorary degree candidates. Stony Brook University confers honorary degrees on individuals who have distinguished themselves by their contributions to their field and to the university. Will Arthur Kramer please come forward? Professor Arthur Kramer, you have reached great heights since you earned your psychology degree from Stony Brook in 1975. As a professor of psychology and a neuroscience researcher at the University of Illinois for more than 25 years, you have received international recognition for your groundbreaking research on topics such as driver and pedestrian distraction and the effects of cognitive and fitness training on human performance and brain function. Because of your expertise on the effects of physical activity on the cognitive health of older adults, you were invited to serve on the President's Council of Advisors on Science and Technology that focused on aging and technology. As the director of the University of Illinois' renowned Beckman Institute for Advanced Science and Technology, you increased external funding there by more than 50% and saw the institute grow to include more than 1,500 researchers. And now, as Senior Vice Provost for Research and Graduate Education at Northeastern University, you continue to inspire the next generation of scientists by encouraging solution-focused research. For your dedication to discovery and for your passion for improving the quality of life, the State University of New York is proud to bestow upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Science.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the State University Board of Trustees, the faculty of the State University of New York concurring, I confer upon you an honorary degree, honoris causa, and invest upon you with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. In token thereof, I direct that you be provided with the diploma and vested with the hood representative of this specific degree conferred.
For a guy who studied driving and distraction, I shouldn't have been run over in the car, by a car in the Commonwealth Avenue a few weeks ago, should I? That's why I'm wearing the seat collar, but I'm getting better. Thank you very much for the kind introduction and this wonderful honor. I'd like to begin by congratulating all of the graduates today. I know how hard you have all worked to earn your degree from Stony Brook. I also know that there are likely many bumps in the road to get to this point in your life and your career, but with the support of your families, partners, siblings, moms, dads, grandparents, and children, and the resilience and skills and knowledge acquired at Stony Brook, you made it through this arduous and I hope enjoyable process. I had a lot of fun in graduate school, as well as being an undergraduate. I first arrived at Stony Brook in 1973, which I know sounds like ancient times, as a first-generation college student. I began my college career prior to Stony Brook as an evening student, working full-time at Nassau Community College. My aspirations for the future, while beginning at Stony Brook, were admittedly modest. Having left home as a high school student, I had little guidance about the multitude of academic opportunities and majors at a university like Stony Brook. I do know, however, I did know, and I do know, that I enjoyed most of the sciences. Sciences and sports were my thing as a young man. I still remember moving into Kelly Quad in August of 1973 and signing up for classes, which we did waiting in long lines, not online, as you do and we do today. I was more than a little overwhelmed at the enormity of the university and also the number of opportunities to get involved in activities on campus and majors I didn't even know existed. However, I soon adapted to life at Stony Brook, including classes, running from the campus to Port Jefferson and back several times a week. Also spent a lot of time in the gym playing squash, handball, and racquetball, spending time on the infamous Bridge to Nowhere, which unfortunately you don't have anymore, and drinking beer and wine in the Students' Union. Even though I was an undergraduate, the drinking age was 18, so I wasn't doing anything illegal. I also took advantage of a number of opportunities at Stony Brook, from working as an undergraduate research assistant in the Department of Psychology, serving as a resident assistant in Kelly D, you still have the Kelly Quad, on the same floor as the Experimental College, an interesting piece of Stony Brook history that you should ask your professors about who have been here a while, and volunteering at Kings Park Psychiatric Hospital. I also participated as a way to make some money as a young man as a subject in many research studies while an undergraduate at Stony Brook, some of which could not be done today given changes in the protection of human subjects. Things have come a long way. I graduated in '75, the same year that Stony Brook's professor, Paul Lauterbur, described zygmatography, a new technique for magnetic resonance spectroscopy for which he won the Nobel Prize in 2003 and which exists at Stony Brook, and, of course, Lauterbur Hall. I had the privilege to later become a colleague, collaborator, and friend of Paul's. In essence, Stony Brook opened my eyes and mind to what a career in academia might be like, and much preferred to carrying pianos up 5-floor walk-ups in Brooklyn, which I also did to earn money as a young man. I also met a young woman at the time, Lori Westman, who's here with me today. We've been married 41 years. Graduate student school at the University of Illinois followed by 32 years as a faculty member at Illinois, with many more opportunities to collaborate with brilliant and hardworking colleagues, students, and staff members. I've learned a lot from my mentors, even some who were pretty interesting and eccentric. And one of the things I've stressed in my career, and I hope you do in yours, is the importance of mentoring others, helping them to launch their careers and strive for excellence. I hope that you have such opportunities regardless of which career path you take. None of this would have been possible without my start at Stony Brook University, which really did provide me on on the right track to academia. Thanks again to President Stanley and all of the hardworking faculty and staff members who have made Stony Brook a world-class university and a wonderful place to be a student. Thank you.
Will Dr. Frank Hsu please come up to the lectern? Frank Hsu, you are one of the most influential and leading researchers in the fields of astronomy and physics. A respected astrophysicist, astronomer, and author, you are known for your pioneering theoretical work, including work on the origin of meteorites, the birth and early evolution of stars, and the structure of spiral galaxies. Your research advanced our understanding of how stars, spiral galaxies, and planetary systems form, helping answer many of the greatest mysteries of our universe. In recognition of your outstanding lifetime contributions in theoretical astronomy, you were awarded the 2009 Shaw Prize in Astronomy, an award given to those who have made a profound impact on humankind. In addition to your exceptional career as a professor at the University of California, Berkeley, where you also have served as chair of the astronomy department, you are a beloved mentor, known for collaborating with your postdoctoral investigators and graduate students. For all you have done for the advancement of science and for your commitment to encouraging your students to literally reach for the stars, Stony Brook University is honored to bestow upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Science.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the State University Board of Trustees, the faculty of the State University of New York concurring, I confer upon you an honorary degree, honoris causa, and invest upon you with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. In token thereof, I direct that you be provided with the diploma and vested with the hood representative of this specific degree conferred.